Welcome to Crit Sandwich. On Crit Sandwich, 4 friends play 5th edition D&D campaigns loosely based on some of our favorite film, TV shows, and video games. This is an episode 0 of a campaign. This is coming out on the first day of the game that we are about to come up with. So each season or each campaign, we randomly roll for new scenarios. You can hear us do that in just a few minutes. My name is Casey Sears. To my left, we have Chuck Ventus.
Alrighty-o.
Across the table from me, Robert Ponder.
Hello.
To my right, Matthew Poppich.
Hello. Alrighty-o.
I'm glad everyone used their real voices so they can tell who is who. Thank you for doing that. So we have a chart that Chuck will be posting on the social media today, probably. He's just nodding.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah. That you can follow along with or build your own games at home or make your own version of the chart. We have heard that some players have taken this and kind of made it their own with their own things that they love to come up with crazy, wacky, interesting, action-packed, highly sexy D&D games. We are going to roll 3d20, come up with characters, setting, plot right now, and then we will pitch each other on the game world that we come up with. You guys ready to roll?
Ready.
We're making our own?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Chuck, are you ready to pitch?
I guess. I just read mine.
I don't like mine either.
I rolled a 15 for characters, which is criminals. And then I rolled a 17 for sci-fi fantasy. And then I rolled a 20 for the Matrix. So we are criminals living in a fantasy world, which is like the Matrix world, I guess. And we're constantly on the run from agents that are trying to lock us up. I don't know. I don't like it.
Okay.
So the authority would be, the Matrix would be the Smith, so we would be criminals in their eyes.
Yes. It's basically the Matrix.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's literally the Matrix.
But with more fantasy.
Yes.
All right, Robbie, are you ready?
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to start with my plot, which is the Hunger Games. And the setting is steampunk, and we are pro wrestlers. So I picture this in the steampunk setting, and if you're pro wrestlers, then you are the careers in the Hunger Games, and you were bred to be put into the Hunger Games and kill people.
Yeah, you wrestle till you die.
Right. So this is kind of medium.
Cool.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Like a Royal Rumble, but like for real.
Mm-hmm. So I know from each section of the Hunger Games, there's only one champion chosen. So I think this would be different, as into where it's a special thing of where we say we pick 3, and you guys were the careers that were raised and brought up.
There you go.
Matt, you ready?
Yeah, I don't love it. So I got Pirates, Forgotten Realms, and Hunger Games as well, actually. Forgotten Realms is more of the D&D traditional, at least at this point, style. So, I mean, that goes well with Pirates, but then the Hunger Games, I'm having trouble figuring out why, as a pirate, like maybe you're captured and they're, I don't know. They don't really do stuff like Hunger Games and Forgotten Realms.
I could imagine some sort of god or deity or some sort of powerful being taking all of these boats, and each boat is trying to kill all of the other boats. Like each boat is basically a member or a fighter inside the death match of the Hunger Games.
So it would be like a naval battle type of.
Yeah, everyone would have
Hunger
a
Games?
boat. You guys, the 3 of you guys, would be part of a boat that has to kill all the other boats.
You could have like
And
a big
there's
maelstrom just with boats all over the place.
Just boats. Boats on boats on boats.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to DM that. It could be cool to play, but.
Okay. I rolled a family in the wilderness with the plot of The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
So I imagine, there's some sort of, chosen one-ish thing to some sort of group of family living out in the wilds. They got to go save some shit and rescue a princess.
Yeah.
Which seems okay. Like, I feel like that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Some puzzles, some great items.
Of the 4, I like yours and Robbie's.
Yeah,
the
me
best.
too.
Yeah, same. All right, let's roll again.
Put some stars next to those. I could probably go first again, if you want me to.
Sure, go ahead, Chuck.
All right, so I rolled a 5. We are students, and we are traveling through the wilderness. It's a deep, thick, dark forest. And what do we stumble upon? Castlevania. We're going to be fighting some fucking vampires.
Yeah.
So we just kind of get lost in the wilderness, and then we come across this huge castle. We don't know where we are. We go inside.
And Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I think of that as one massive dungeon.
Yeah.
So yeah, one huge dungeon crawl with students.
With students, yep.
I think that could be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie, you ready?
So we are mutants. So when we say mutants, what do we mean by that? Like, are we X-Men mutants? Are we like something that has been toxically altered, like in Fallout, where we got those type of mutants?
Whatever you want, buddy. It's your world.
Okay. We are in the setting of the Underdark, and our plot is Kill Bill. So I picture us being mutants. If whoever would DM this probably would have a random chart, and you would roll to see what kind of mutation you would have, and you would go and kill the person that mutated you. And he has several generals that you have to kill first before you can get to him, and you're trying to get revenge. Is that what Kill Bill does? Is get revenge off people that tried to kill her earlier? Right. And so you're traveling through the Underdark killing the generals.
I feel like that could be pretty sweet.
I like the randomness to it too. Yeah, it's fun.
And like generally, like Kill Bill, it's like she's killing the people that made her who she is. So, you know, killing the people that made you who you are.
Yeah.
You could really tie in a lot of background to that.
I would like that. I think that's
I'll put a star next to that one. I think that's our best so far.
I agree. I like that the best. So I got superheroes in a cyberpunk world with the plot of Mortal Kombat. So I kind of like that too. I'm not in love, but I really like it. So I'm cyberpunk. I'm not really super familiar with anything cyberpunk. I Googled it. It says a genre of science fiction set in a lawless subculture of an oppressive society dominated by computer technology.
It's Blade Runner. Corporations kind of run everything. Corporations run everything. It's the future, but it's like, it's almost like fantasy. You know what I mean? Like the technology is advanced enough that it's pretty fantastical.
Okay, but it's
usually dark.
Okay, but for the most part, society in general is oppressed by these big corporations.
Yeah.
They can kind of, like there's freedom, but not really because you're so...
A lot of people are like doing body modifications and stuff. So if we were, we'd probably be all a little bit cyborgy with all of our abilities and spells and stuff.
So imagine all that cyborginess, and then maybe one of the big corporations announces a big fighting tournament where the winner or winners will... gain enough power or prestige or whatever to maybe topple the hierarchy.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I think when I think plot of Mortal Kombat, it's like the Outer Realms.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like some sort of weird...
outside.
outer, or like, I don't know, whether it's...
other planet or...
digital people or digital beings crossing over into our world or something like that.
Could be cool.
Yeah. All right, so mine is Artists in the World of Destiny, and the plot is The Rock. So we can just move right on beyond that one.
Yeah.
Next round.
Artist. It's a toughie.
Mine is so stupid, but I have a weird idea for it, I guess. I don't know.
Chucky, what do you got?
We are rock stars.
All right.
Right? Living in the modern day. So we are
Far out.
rocking it out, far out. We are bringing in the noise, but we're bringing too much noise that we're causing tremors. We've awakened the beasts from beneath, and they're coming up and they're killing people. So now we need to make it right by killing the fucking tremors. I don't know.
I see that as more like we are rock stars. We're not bringing the tremors. Like we are on tour or something. We're on a bus through the middle of the West, and giant worm monsters come up and start attacking us. And
maybe we're having at a concert, and our audience starts getting eaten,
swallowed up, or something.
All right, there you go.
I kind of like that. That's fun.
What was the setting again?
Modern day.
Modern day.
Average, just right now.
That could be pretty cool.
Robbie, what do you got for us?
So we are superheroes in the Feywilds, and our plot is the Matrix. So you got recruited to go into the Feywilds to investigate the corruption in... So the Feywilds is just magic woods, right?
It's like, yeah, where
Kinda.
fairies and shit are.
Yeah.
So you're going in there to investigate some corruption.
But like you're jacking in to travel there. You're not physically there, your spirit's going there.
Sure.
That's okay.
The Matrix is
Yeah.
such a weird plot.
Yeah, it's
because you're
Did
like,
I say Matrix or I meant Mass Effects?
Oh,
said
Mass
wow.
It's totally,
That's way
totally
different.
different.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Matrix. I'm so sorry about that. So let me repeat that, I guess. We are superheroes that have been recruited to go investigate the corruption and the Feywilds because our plot is Mass Effect.
Yeah, and Mass Effect is it's a bit political. You know, there are different races and different factions, and they're exploring, and there's like ancient technology, and you become a Spectre, and that person is double crossing you.
Yeah.
So I could see that kind of just being kind of a good fantasy story centered around the Feywilds.
Mhm.
But you know,
I could do that. I would have to research a lot more on the Feywilds. I'm a big Mass Effect fan, even though I called it the Matrix. I'm a big Mass Effect fan. Yeah.
Matt, what you got?
Yeah, I don't love it. We're beast tamers. So I would imagine we'd all have some sort of...
Companion.
Yeah, something with you. And then it's oligarchy. So like a corporate rule type of scenario. And then Bioshock. Bioshock and oligarchy go together pretty well.
Yeah.
But so that's an under plot. I remember playing Bioshock, but I remember kind of just being dropped into this crazy world. So to me, it's more of a setting. Tell me more about the plot of Bioshock.
I know nothing about Bioshock. I hate to admit it. I hear it's a great game, but
It is.
So-
I didn't... Yeah.
Spoilers, your character was like dropped there to do some nefarious stuff, and it was actually being controlled throughout the whole game. So you're kind of being controlled by the big bad guy to do his bidding, only to realize later that you're kind of taking care of all of his work for him.
Okay.
And I think the Beast Tamer thing would work well with the Bioshock's kind of mutations themes.
Okay.
There's a lot of like augmenting yourself and mutating yourself and things like that. So maybe you're doing it to your beast instead of yourself.
Okay.
So it was Beast Tamers, Bioshock, and what was the setting?
Oligarchy,
Okay, yeah. So corporate rule, yeah.
which
so,
goes along with Bioshock, I thought. 'Cause
yeah.
He's kind of
so really you could be underground, above ground, but like it's you know, the world of Bioshock is supposed to be kind of like a libertarian hellscape. Like this crazy rich libertarian dude kind of makes his own little perfect utopia in his own mind, but it goes wrong.
Yeah. Could be good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right, so this Casey, mine is Explorers in a steampunk world with a plot of Shadow of the Colossus, which I think is kind of cool. So I imagine explorers, maybe they're on an airship or some sort of train, and they need to find and slay these massive giants, a handful of massive giants to, fix something, do something, get some sort of technology. But I think that's cool.
Sure. Definitely. It's a good one.
So it was steampunk as a setting. Do you think these massive creatures would be a steampunk creation, or
Yeah, I could see them
some
being giant mechanical clockwork, titans. I could definitely see that. Maybe some, because it's, I'm trying to think of the plot of, you might have to mess with the plot a bit more. Like there's got to be someone behind all of that stuff.
I'm kind of thinking of weapons from Final Fantasy VII, like kind of
Yeah.
creatures created by the world because maybe the people are mining too much and the planet's kind of fighting back, and they create these huge monsters.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of places you could go with it.
Yeah, it's possible. I want to try one more.
Let's do it. I'll go.
there you go. Yeah.
We are royalty in the Underdark with the plot of Die Hard. So I
like
imagine us all having some really big fancy party in some sort of underground lair or castle, and that party is held hostage, or maybe we're royals trying to get into that party, and then that whole fortress or castle or whatever is locked down, and then we got to save the people that are kidnapped.
I think that's pretty sweet.
I think that's pretty cool too.
Mine's so funny. I'm just thinking about it. So we're a family.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think of a character already for this. It's great. I like it. I don't know. We're a family in Candyland. And it's the Hunger Games.
Like literally eating each other?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that, I don't know, I was trying to make it a fucked up way where the family are the different races and stuff, and the world is actually controlled by candy monsters. So you have a candy guy who's what's the President Snow or whatever in Hunger Games, where he's come on out, Hunger Games. We're this year we're selecting families from the different sectors or whatever, and from the candy cane sector, we've elected these three individuals. It's a special year where they will fight together in the Hunger Games.
How can anyone be hungry in Candy World?
Well, it's the Candy Games, I guess. I don't know what I call it. Families are selected in the Candyland setting in the Hunger Games. So the three people would be fighting as a family to survive. And then in Hunger Games, I guess the winner gets to be put in the winner's circle or something like that. So that's what you're fighting for, your survival in a Candyland setting.
Yeah, you're not so much hungry.
You're not hungry.
Because the hunger is you get food after. But where you get thrown at is a bunch of candy everywhere.
I mean, you don't have to get food after. You just break it off a tree.
That's right.
A gumdrop off a tree.
But all that goes to the Capitol because they're controlled by the fucking. They need that,
guys. All right, Robbie, what do you got for us?
All right, so I got Dark Sun as the plot. I'm going to say this at what I think is going to describe the whole thing better. So we're in the Dark Sun, and the Dark Sun is a desert world that I Googled here. It's kind of a desert world where there's 9 city-states. But I would say because of this, they're only pictured that one is left. Because our plot is Logan's Run.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And as we're going through Logan's Run, we are shitty wizards.
That's pretty funny.
It is. So we're in the last city-state, and the way things are going is when you hit a certain age, you're titled as being a shitty wizard. And you guys all became the shitty wizard, and now you're like, well, I want to live. So you're going to try to escape the city as you're being chased.
Yeah, I just imagine everyone kind of being a fuck up, accidentally getting out somehow, being a shitty wizard. I don't think it's being an actual title.
So everyone's shitty. You're just a wizard.
Everyone's wizards, but you guys just happen to be shitty wizards.
Mm-hmm. So maybe you can be one of the cops that chase people that are escaping, like in the movie.
No, I still think you're trying to escape because that's kind of the Logan's Run thing.
The plot,
mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe everyone that's brainwashed into sacrificing their self. Maybe you're like, well, I want to live longer.
Yeah, I can imagine I don't know. The shitty wizards thing is kind of in there as a joke, but.
But it could be. But you could look at it different ways.
Yeah, you're not a high powerful wizard.
You're really bad at casting spells, or you could just be a real shitty person, a piece of shit, and just
the shitty wizard implies that there are many wizards better than you.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's kind of the implication there. You're a wizard, but you're not the best wizard. You're kind of bad at it.
Perfect.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. And I guess you would, if you get to escape, you just find out that there's just desert left. So
yeah, exactly.
nowhere even for you to live.
Because desert or Dark Sun is an awful hellscape.
It's okay.
Yeah, I like that one. Matt, what you got?
Yeah, I got pirates again. In a post-apocalyptic world, and The Rock.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, pirates and post-apocalypse, you can go together pretty well as far as pirates, anybody that's taking other people's stuff, basically. But the Rock, I guess we're trying to sail to an island and get in there to steal something, or kind of take over the island. Maybe it's one of the few good places left, and we want to take it over, or something like that.
What if it's an ultimate treasure that's on the island, but taking the treasure kills people around? Because doesn't the whole thing like kind of evolve around like that one? Or maybe there's a group of pirates that is trying to like
shoot missiles to city.
Yeah, there's soldiers that are like trying to shoot missiles at like San Francisco or something like that and like kill a bunch of people. And then like
you have to prevent
Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery come in to try and prevent it. So maybe you're like good pirates and you're trying to come in and prevent the bad pirates from like releasing this awful like get this treasure that they're hungry for. Because if they go and like get it, they're just gonna like release this awful
some sort of spell
event, sort of a spell or something like that. This awful event that's going to like kill thousands of people. So you're going in. I feel like someone would have to have a Sean Connery accent as their pirate. Welcome to the Rock.
That's Robbie with the Scottish accents.
Welcome to Rock. Nope. Nope. Nope, that ain't it.
All right, so at this point, here's how I feel. I really like Royalty Underdark Die Hard, and I like it for Matt.
It was already going through my mind as far as like how the Underdark operates. I have a pretty good feel for that. That would be a really good one.
If I were to pick one for myself, it'd probably be the Logan's Run Dark Sun Shitty Wizards, or my first one, Family Wilderness Legend of Zelda. Actually, I think that would probably be a decent one for Robbie because he likes puzzles.
Mm-hmm. Robbie does love some puzzles. The rest of us never have puzzles, and Robbie's like all puzzles.
Yeah. So, but I feel like
the Kill Bill one's pretty good too.
The Mutants Underdark and Kill Bill. Yeah. Anybody
have anything jumping out at them?
See, my weakness...
I could figure out something with my Candyland one, but I bet you think about it.
I'm intrigued to hear you as a DM anyway, so I don't know.
Yeah. I'll do the Candyland one.
I would, if nobody loves anything, I would definitely handle the Underdark Royalty and Die Hard for sure.
I like you for that.
But does anyone? I mean, Robbie, anything that you're loving or?
No, nothing that's actually really hit home. Hasn't really hit me to the heart. And some of these I would just do because I like the Mass Effect and I like the Mutants Underdark Kill Bill. I like that, but I would have to like do a lot of research on the Underdark, and I feel that you can do a lot more with what you have for what we've already said that you want to do.
Yeah, I feel you guys will have fun. It'll be a good time if we do that one for sure.
Yeah, let's lock it in.
Cool.
We will be Royalty in the Underdark with a plot of Die Hard. Matt is going to go away into his dark cave deep below Earth. And he'll let us know like what level we should be, what races we're allowed to choose from, and maybe tell us a little bit about this party.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it's Christmas, right? In Die Hard.
The Underdark is no treat.
Well, no, I'm talking about in Die Hard. It's a Christmas movie.
Correct.
So there's got to be some sort of holiday or party or festival happening in this place. So you'll give us a little bit of details on that.
Yeah.
Snipe.
And we will.
Alan Rickman.
Oh yeah, he's the bad guy.
He's
the bad guy. So
he's
the
bad guy.
Sound like him.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll give us some of that information, and in probably a couple months or something.
Less than.
Oh
yeah.
No. I mean, we'll be playing.
Oh yes, we'll be playing it. Yes, but yes, correct.
So he's got plenty of time to bake this cake, and we will see you months from now, but minutes if you download that podcast fast enough. Yeah, press play on episode 1 right now.